Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Normalness is Abnormal, episode 45. Today we're going to give you 7 things in a good movie that you never put down, degrade, insult, scorn, things that you just don't, okay?
The first one is the way the hero talks. Now, heroes can have a goofy way of talking sometimes, or a way that's not,
Aragorn. Yeah, Aragorn was nasal.
You don't mess with that. He's a great character, and that really should not affect how you view him.
He's saying nasal in the end, too. And I feel like when I talk about Aragorn being nasal, I get nasal. I just feel like that. But, yeah,
you never look down on him because of that.
No, because everybody who looks down upon Aragorn is just probably expressing their own insecurity. Because he's really awesome.
The next one is a hero sentimentality, or the person he loves, or anything related to that at all. You never mock that. You never degrade him because of that.
Yeah, like in The Princess Bride, I hear a lot of people say, Buttercup is just lame. He deserves better than that. He should get another girl. But you don't. He's truly in love with her, and she's truly in love with him.
It doesn't matter if she's not the most brilliant.
Hey. But, like, you don't do that. You just, he's in love with her.
A lot of people do this.
Respect that.
A lot of people pick on the person the hero is in love with.
Yeah.
And you just shouldn't.
But usually, everybody is special to somebody. Well, everybody's special to God, but I mean to another person.
In that way.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you never argue with that unless it's ruining their life.
And then it's not true love, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, number 5. You do not belittle a villain's evilness. Like, you don't say, well, he only killed 10 people.
It's not like he's going to destroy the world or anything.
Yeah. A bunch of evil people didn't threaten the existence of the entire world, but that did not make them any less evil.
That did not make them the good guy. They still needed to be taken down.
Yeah, so just don't...
No matter how lame you think the villain is, don't belittle him. Don't belittle the bad things he does.
Number 4 is you never degrade or mock or scorn the minor character who dies that you love. Because, like, there's always that character, and you can, if you watch a lot of movies, you can get to where you can pick them out.
Pretty much at the beginning.
Yeah, and it's the one that you really love, but that you know they're going to kill off.
It's not essential to the plot that they survive.
Yeah, but...
And the one that goes hand in hand with this is don't ever insult the friend in a chick flick.
That gets me, that one.
Because chick flicks don't normally have those minor characters who die.
Yeah.
But they always do have the friend.
Mm-hmm. And for the minor character who dies, like, if you've ever seen The Hunt for Red October, the guy who wanted to see Montana, I never got over that. And if anybody ever says anything degrading about him in front of me or around me, they're going down. They are. Because I never got over that.
You never talk bad about him?
Yeah, I really never got over that, and I've seen the movie for years, and it's still, And also, the friend. Like, in Sleepless in Seattle, the friend who is crazy and really hilarious. The friend is usually the one who is responsible for supplying most of the funny / inappropriate jokes. They're usually, they add personality and color.
Humor, and just goofy stuff to the movie.
Yeah, like in Sleepless in Seattle, the friend who's kind of crazy, actually fairly crazy, and when the girl's like, when the main girl's like, you know that dream, or you're standing in the middle of the street naked and everyone's staring at you, and her friend's like, I love that dream. Yeah, things like that. That's the friend. And You've Got Mail, there were several friends.
They're part of what really makes a movie good.
They pull it together. They're usually at least somewhat responsible for the girl getting with the guy. Because they encourage them, they push them, they embarrass them. They do all that stuff.
Number 3, you never insult the main plot and try to come up with plot shortcuts that you think the author should have used. And don't do that. Like in The Lord of the Rings, I always hear people saying, why couldn't the Eagles just take Sam and Frodo to Mordor? But they couldn't, and that would ruin the story.
Yeah. So it's like, You think anyone thinks Frodo's a failure because he goes home to the Shire at night? Forget about it. Yeah, some of you will get that. Yeah, Sam, Elise, Troy. Yeah. Got you guys.
But yeah, never mess with the main plot. It's a good story for a reason.
Yeah, so just don't. That's the way it happened. Like, things don't always happen the way they should. Or the way you want them to.
And it's best in a story like that.
Yeah. And sometimes it turns out really bad, but that's the way things happen.
And that's what makes the story so good, and that's what makes you love it.
Yeah, and number 2 is the character sacrifice. Like, you don't touch that.
I've heard people say things about, that they didn't think it was worth it, or that they were stupid to do that, but if they're sacrificing for something or someone that they love and that matters,
well, but when you fight for something noble or for someone you love, only then will God bless you in battle. Yeah, that's naturally right.
Never mess with the sacrifice the character makes.
Now, number 1, drum roll. I'm really bad at drum roll. I can't do them. Okay.
This is one. If you don't hear any of these other ones, if you don't pay attention to them, listen to this last one.
This one, regarded as a personal assault against everything you've ever believed in or hoped for. Okay, you never, and this goes for everybody at all times.
No reason, there is no exception to this.
Yeah, not ever. You never insult or belittle Wesley in any way, not even his mustache. You don't. This will cause problems between you and me, or between anybody, if they insult Wesley in any way, because that is too real. That is getting too close, and I will not accept that ever.
Or Rory Williams, you never.
You don't even mention that his nose is really pointy and sharp.
He was such a great character. You do not touch him. You will cause great offense to whoever you're talking to, and you might lose a friend.
Or whoever is eavesdropping on your conversation.
Yes.
Because I have heard things like this when I'm eavesdropping, and believe me, it hurts. And
you might get punched. You might get punched.
Yes.
If you say this and someone's eavesdropping that you didn't realize.
I am totally not into political correctness at all. I think it's stupid. It really is. When you have to sugarcoat everything. But
this is different.
I am all for respect. And class and honor. And
these are characters that you always respect.
Yes, and I will get offended if you touch these characters.
And the last one, Sam Gamgee.
We don't have to tell you why you don't do that.
If you've seen Lord of the Rings.
Or read the books, you don't. You just...
You don't touch him. You're going to cause big problems if you start picking on him. So just...
It might even come back to haunt you one day. Because you'll lie awake in your bed every night, ridden with guilt because of what you said about Sam. Yeah, that's something you never do. Believe me. Okay, the one thing I feel I should mention is that you can hate, mock, scorn, jeer, disgrace, show contempt for, criticize,
insult.
Yeah, you can do all those things. Just fill in the blanks. To any aspect. And any and every aspect of Twilight. The entire Twilight saga. You can mock Edward's hair. That is a good place to start. Express hateful communication towards every and any aspect of it.
But remember our 7 things that you should never insult.
And especially not around me, because that will cause problems.
Not around anybody that you think might
have a code of honor or respect or decency.
Yes. So, our word of wisdom for today is, some things matter to me, Davros. Not many, but a few, and you don't put your fingers anywhere near them. And that was from Doctor Who.
Yeah. That was from the newer ones. They're not as good as the old ones. We should do a blog on that sometime. Okay, anyway, bye.